What do you think about this matchup this time?
It's our rivals, man. It's always going to be a tough game, hard-fought game. It's up to us to make it down to the wire or a blowout. I think we're doing very good at film this week. We're studying, we're looking at the first game. I didn't get to play, so I'm watching more of what the other guys did against their O-line. Just going off that.
How different do they look from the film you watched from the first game to now?
I'll say I got to look at it a little bit more. Give me to tomorrow would have been the first time, so we get more into it. But you see they more experienced with their new guy. He's learning more. He's getting better at doing little things that O-linemen need to do. I'm just saying that because I'm going to be going against him, most of the time. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it.
You mentioned the rivalry. Obviously, the fan base goes nuts about that matchup. Do you guys feel that too, just given the familiarity you have playing them multiple times a year and then kind of feeling the fans breathing down your neck about how much they hate Dallas?
Yeah, I just follow the fans.
Yeah.
I get the fans what they want, man. It's probably a bigger game for the fans than us because you hear them all 24/7. They could do all the talking, do all the stuff like that. But I'm out here playing for my family, fans, and the team. So,
What'd you think of JD getting Player of the Week?
That's on fire. I ain't gonna lie. Talking about special teams player and then Player of the Week. That's different. And first in the Eagles' history. Congrats to JD, man. That's on fire. I love that.
You guys with the batted balls, you've always had a knack for it. What goes into that?
Man, it's just something we work on all the time. And, in practice, we can't touch the quarterback, so that's one way just to affect practice. And last week, JD had about 2 or 3 in practice, and it translated to the game. And then had me put in my mind that, if I'm not getting back there, I can get a batted ball. The ball's coming out pretty low. From last game, that's what we did.
Jalen, Vic said you kicked your game up to another level because maybe conditioning is better and your health is better. How do you feel about those things?
Hey, whatever Vic say is right. Vic gonna keep it real with y'all. He keep it 100. And I feel better working on conditioning and stuff like that, and it's showing up.
And the health, the injury feels better. The shoulder, is it shoulder or elbow or whatever it was?
It's a decent amount of stuff, but I don't let it distract me. I just work on it every day, like I say, every week, and try to be prepared for the game.
But is it feeling better?
Oh yeah, it's feeling better for sure.
In recent weeks, there have been 3 or 4 plays that we've asked Vic about. Like take Jalen sack, for instance, and he says, it's actually caused by Jalen Carter at the line of scrimmage. Are you seeing, a lot of times this year where you're making impacts that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet per se?
Oh yeah, we all give props to each other. I don't know if he came up to me after that play, but usually when somebody help us make a play, we thank them. If you seen last year with Nolan trusting me to run that stunt versus the rounds, I said thank you for trusting me, man. Let's do it. Stuff like that, and. They come to me and say, that's an assist. We give each other assists, even though it's not in the stat sheet and stuff like that, but we give each other assists just to know that, hey, you're the reason that I got this sack, or you're the reason I got this tackle, etc.
Do you feel this?
Track assist?
No.
Do you feel the same satisfaction for plays like that than you would if it was a stat for you in the stat sheet?
I would prefer a stat, but I'm always here to help my teammate. I want to see everybody do good around me, so I'll take that too.
So when you get a guy like Jalen Phillips that comes to the team, late in the season, sort of, how long does it take to build that trust with him?
Man, off the rip, he got my trust, man. Until he do something where I'll be like, damn, all right, look, we got to talk about that. There's nothing. He's been playing his ass off, some good rushes off the edge. I've been seeing that transition from Miami. He's just playing like a dog right now.
Jalen, given what happened with you personally in the first matchup, what's the significance of this one for you?
Oh, no, we're not worried about that. We here where we at right now, and at the end of the day, everybody playing, so that's all we're worried about.
How do you reflect on sort of your growth since then from week 1 to...
I'm not even thinking about it.
With Morrow, he's taken a big step forward. Saw him line up at end. That's a new tweak. What have you seen from his development behind the scenes?
Morrow, he a dog, man. He can line up anywhere. You see him at nose sometimes. You see him at end, like you said. He's a smaller guy compared to the normal DTs out here. And you just see him working, bro. And I see people on X all the time mentioning him, saying like, "Oh, look at Morrow with this move," and they don't get that many views, but I let him know I see that jump. And he believes in himself, and we go out there, we trust each other, and we work off each other.
Having come into the league with him, what stands out most about the way he works?
Morrow?
Yeah.
Man, Morrow a hard worker. Like, if you talk to Vic about the box drills or talk to Hurts about any conditioning and stuff like that, Mo is always first. He's a dog, man. I know he's small. He's my dog. He always first, but you can't take that away from him. His hustle is 110% every time.
So you mentioned you're probably going to go against Booker, the rookie, right, at guard. What do you see from him? I know Jihad and him are pretty good friends.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let me go talk to Jihad.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But, no, he a rookie. He going to make rookie mistakes out there. That's probably get seen on film. But he got one of the best guards in the league on the other side of him. He's probably learning from. So he's getting a little learning experience, especially with his O-line coach and stuff like that. But, no, he's going to get better every day.
Do you like to lick your chops a little more when you go against a rookie?
Nah, it's more of a guy like who say he like to see the fear come out of people, and I ain't really got no fear. So we gonna see what's going on with that.
Cowboys this week. How are they different as a team? How is this team first?
A lot of new faces on defense. I think they kind of gaining that confidence on the back end and kind of playing as a unit now. And it's gonna be tough. Obviously, they got a couple of good pieces up front, and like I said, they're starting to gain confidence. But it's a lot of new faces out there. They're playing hard.
This team, how are you guys different?
How we're different? It was so long ago. I think each week we're trying to find new ways to continue to get better. I know it's a cliche thing, but it's been so long ago. And surely they don't expect us to be the same, and we don't expect them to be the same. So.
You guys have had your struggles against zone. They play a lot of zone. Where do you feel like you guys are in finding answers to zone coverage?
Something that we're continuing to work at each and every day. Trying to be on the same page, be where we need to be at the same time, at the right time, I should say. So.
Is more crossing routes a way to combat zone? Has there been a reason why there haven't been as much of those this season?
Yes, I think so. I think it's really a time and spacing thing. I think the second half of that question is a question for KP.
AJ, there was a report that there was some frustration from players on offense with Jalen Hurts.
Ask me about Dallas. Thank you.
As a receiver, what challenges or lack thereof does AT&T Stadium present?
As a receiver, say it again.
What challenges as a receiver does playing in Dallas present? Is it noisy? Is it hard to see?
It's
glare.
It's hard to see. It's hard to see
yeah.
sometimes. Early on, like when the sun's going down. But it's not really. It's not really like too loud. But.
AJ, you've spoken the past 3 years about yards after the catch, right? And you like to make a 10-yard catch, 30-yard catch.
Yeah.
How do you
struggle?
What's that?
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
Nothing. Go ahead.
What goes into facilitating that for a wide receiver?
Number one, mindset. Just having that mindset whenever you get the ball, not letting the first guy tackle you, and a lot of other key components go in that as well. So.
Can you tell us a little bit about the cleats you'll wear on Sunday and the meaning behind them?
My cleats is based on my foundation. I base my foundation on mentorship and giving back to the community as much as I can. And I won't be wearing them, but I definitely donate them. Yeah, so.
AJ, do you pay a lot of attention to what other receivers around the league do? Like what makes CD so?
Nah.
Why not?
Gets me upset. So I stay away from it. No, but I mean, it's a time and place for it. I think right now, I'm just trying to stay focused.
I just mean more from a skill set perspective.
Oh, the only person I'm really watching is Julio Jones. So, yeah. So.
You talked to him recently?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time.
Yeah. What are some of the advice that he gives you? What are some of the things you talk about?
That's between me and him. I don't want to do that to him.
You mentioned after the game this past week against the Lions, you think a lot of the struggles offensively that week at least were self-inflicted, starting off behind the sticks, penalties and whatnot. How might be a hard question to answer, but how close do you think you guys are to kind of figuring this offense out? Because obviously the personnel's there. We know you're super talented. How close do you think you are to kind of clicking?
I think we are. I think we are. I think that's the mindset to have. I think it's just really just cleaning up those mistakes. It's not about just being close. It's just really just finishing drives. You know, defense been playing incredible, and we're just trying to do our part, and that starts with the things that takes no talent, as Nick says all the time. You know, so.
You look at the defenses you guys have played, and they've been some pretty good defenses. I mean, how big a factor is that in, keeping the Celtics in check?
Sometimes, they're in the league too. They're in the NFL for a reason, but we like to hang our hats on who we are, and just having that mentality. And so we can't really we can't focus on what those guys doing, regardless of who lines up in front of us. We expect to win, and so.
How are you feeling physically these days with the hamstring?
I'm fine.
There's nothing that's lingered beyond
that? Nothing is wrong with me, guys. I'm just gonna say that.
Obviously, fans of sports have huge rivals. Here in Philly, it's the Dallas Cowboys. Do the athletes feel that? Do you guys have your own personal rivalry?
I don't.
It's another game.
Yeah, I don't. I've been saying that since I got here.
Yeah.
I don't get into that.
Well, if it's a Dallas team, they're going to probably come in desperate, right? I mean, and you can bury them with the win, more or less.
We desperate too. We trying to get it going. We desperate too. So.
Jordan Mailata talked about communication being something you guys need to work on, especially in an environment like Dallas.
Yeah.
What does your communication look like? I know you're a pretty quiet, cerebral player out there. But what does your communication look like with other players? Well, on the sideline. It doesn't look like you're shy.
I'm not actually. I think when Jordan's saying that, I think that's just like the quarterback and the center and everybody, and just really communicating, because they communicate the most. Most of us, if anything, communication-wise for us is just really like hand signals and stuff. So seeing it, and making sure our eyes in the right spot at the right time.
AJ, what's standing out in the meeting rooms and practice this week as you are trying to do that?
As a group or myself as a group?
Yeah.
Time and spacing. Being where we need to be. They play a lot of zone, and so we need to be where we need to be at the right time and to make the play when we get the opportunity.
With your My Cause, My Cleats, what makes youth mentorship important to you?
Just trying to be the person I needed when I was younger. So giving back, just trying to be a positive role model. So.
What would you say to? There's some speculation out there that you are not the same player you want to. What would you say to those people?
I guess Saquon ain't the same player either. Then. All right, but I don't got no comment about that. I don't care about that.
You obviously don't believe it.
Y'all don't believe that.
I didn't say it.
Okay.